What the fuck is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Lost in the Dark podcast in this edition of Dark Reflections. Tonight, we're talking about a couple singles from a Brazilian band called Skin Culture, all right? And for anyone who hasn't heard of them, here's a quick bio. Skin Culture is a Brazilian band formed by lead vocalist Chucky Miranda, who I believe is the one that hit me up on Facebook. Shout out to him. In 2004 in Sao Paulo. They have played and toured with metal icons such as Korn, fucking Hatebreed, Sepultura, POD, Napalm Death, Chimera, El Nino, Soulfly, Misfits, Texas Hippie Coalition, Born of Osiris, and Nashville Pussy, among other great names. In addition, they've also participated in major festivals such as the Monsters of Metal Festival in 2007, Support to Sepultura in Buenos Aires, and Brazilian's Loading Music Fest in Guyana in 2010, the Ribeirão and Rock in the city of Ribeirão Preto, SP 2014, with Brazilian names like Raimundos, Tijuana, Deadfish, Gloria, Planta, and Rays. And they took a little hiatus in 2016, but then came back with a new lineup in 2018. But again, they've been going since 2004. They've released 5 albums since 2005, the latest one coming out in 2019 last year called the Lazarus Eclipse. And they consist, and we are, for the record, everyone knows, dog shit with names. So I'm so sorry if I'm fucking up any of these names, but right now, Skin Culture consists of Chucky Miranda on vocals, Fred Barros on guitar, Gabriel Morata on bass, and Rafael Ferreira, I believe, on drums. So that is Skin Culture. Right now, and they're out of Brazil, and right now we're here to talk about 2 videos for 2 singles released off the Lazarus Eclipse, their latest release. All right.
What how familiar are you with Brazilian metal, with that kind of?
I'm very familiar with it. I've always been a giant fan of Sepultura. That band that I discovered a couple years back, Savages. They're down there.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of metal bands that come from South America for sure.
Yeah, I've always felt like there's a specific sound that comes out of it. Like it's very, pretty percussive and very like not like down tempo so much, but like it's very rhythmic, and which is something to say about like the culture down there and stuff. I mean, I've never actually been, but as far as I can tell from what I've seen from it, it's very like, I don't know. That's just kind of a part. Music's a big part of what happens in there.
They love their metal.
Yeah,
they love their metal down there.
Yeah,
especially Iron Maiden.
It's cool.
You saw that Flight 666 documentary.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
that's insane.
Yeah,
I forget about that sometimes. It's also, I don't know. It's cool that, I don't know, kind of see a band that's been around for as long as they have, like really kind of run the gamut of big bands to open for, or just, like play shows with, I guess.
They played with legends.
Yeah, and
straight legends.
To be a band from like forming in 2004 for like, in whatever. I mean, I guess their first official release is 2005, but sometimes like, you don't really consider your first record to be the first of the band. So I wonder if like, 2009 was a little more kind of one. And
they could have had EPs out too, something.
Yeah. I haven't heard too much music from them other than a couple of songs that we were listening to before, so I'm excited to get into it.
And the percussive element is something I always gravitate towards, like you. But all right, let's dive into this. We're gonna go to screen share.
Apparently, they dropped a documentary in 2010.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Rapture.
Oh, we're gonna have to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one that he sent me originally. This is Skin Culture Fall on Knees official video. This video was released in 2019. So let's give this a spin. Aaron, give me a thumbs up to let me know you can hear it all right whenever it kicks in. Hearing that?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, shit. That dude's got a huge drum kit. Oh, I love the front of his drums, dude. That shit's sick.
Yeah.
See, it's real like groovy, real like bass heavy. It's got that like funk. Oh. Damn. I like that fucking groove, dude. That round and a down. Oh shit. Oh wait. Is the guitarist doing the cleans? It kind of looked like a guitarist, yeah. That was a nice little hook, though.
Gotcha.
Ah, God. It almost moves. I don't know. It almost moves a little bit like a Lamb of God song to me, kind of.
I can see that. Shark's Alive is pretty similar.
Kind of just the way it moves.
Yeah.
Fucking love. This bassist is outstanding. Oh yeah. It's a gorgeous guitar.
Yeah.
Oh! God. That shit was hard.
You know what that reminds me? It reminds me a lot of like riff wise, I love the almost like Fear Factory sounding like industrial kind of chugs that it has with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like there's parts of it that remind me of like Destroy, Erase, Improve, like Meshuggah type stuff. That's super like rhythmic, like just. But the chord, like it reminds me a bit more of like Fear Factory than probably Meshuggah, mostly just because of like the bends and everything, like just the riffing in the verses. sick. Like
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for those kind of like simplistic, like just stuff that kind of just you just nod your head to. But yeah,
Yes.
the chorus is very like very yeah, like I'm saying, very like Fear Factory, very like industrial. There's different parts of it where, and I could call the, and whether or not it's like an influence. I could see like the the like Born of Osiris kind of like accessibility to it during the
Mhm.
choruses because it has that like electronic thing over the top of the vocals, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that. I like that
That's
a
a good
lot.
one. That's a good one. That's a sick song. Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
The riffs, the riffs.
Welcome to Riff City. Welcome to Riff fucking City. That was Skin Culture, Fall on Knees. And man, yeah, that was like just the fucking groove, dude. I just love that fucking like bass heavy,
Yeah,
like
the 8 string.
fast.
Was it
Yeah.
8 or 9 string?
I
I'm not
don't
sure.
even
I was paying
guitar.
attention. Yeah,
I
I think it was 8.
it might I think it was 8. I think it was 8. And the bass was 5. And that shit was fucking
Yeah.
dope. But all right, let's check out this other one. Um
This is it's definitely a band I want to spend more time with for sure.
yes, me too. Me too. They got 5 albums we can check out. But all right, this one is Skin Culture, Suicide Love, and this one actually came out just a couple days after he hit me up, and this is brand new. Came out on November 9th. So I have not heard this at all yet. So let's check this out. Again, Skin Culture, Suicide Love, and feel free to talk a lot during it because I think that helps us not get copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to listen to the song. Really, like
Fuck YouTube. But all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, out the gate. That's what I'm talking about.
oh, dude, that's Slipknot all day.
Dude. That's sick. Yeah, I almost hear a little more Fear Factory in this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
Did we show this?
This track is fucking insane.
I'm a fan of this one. Almost like decapitated sounding too.
Yeah.
Earlier stuff, or I guess later stuff.
I definitely hear more Sepultura influence too.
Yeah.
I love the way they're blending all these different sounds, dude. Like, I'm loving the guitar solos.
Yeah. It's tasteful.
God damn!
Black metal element.
Down. Come on! Welcome to Rift City! Oh! He's spitting blood! He's spitting blood! What? Is that it? Oh my God. Okay. Well, anybody.
That was a very like flesh god way to end that song.
Yeah. Anybody that fucking knows this show knows if you're spitting blood, I'm in. So sold. Dude, Aaron, them were the mad notes.
The mad notes.
The mad notes, dude. That shit was hard. Like, holy fuck. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm buying that album tonight. Like, what? What? That shit was insane. I hope I can get a hard copy. Fuck. That was awesome. That was so awesome. That was so many different elements blended together so well. Like,
that was the last song on the record too.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. There were pretty different songs. Like, I feel like one of them was definitely a bit more of like a single vibe, whereas this one was basically like, you know what you're getting with this, and we're just gonna rip your face off for about 5 minutes or however long it was.
Yeah, I'd say the first one was definitely more accessible.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing at all.
Right. It's mostly just because I don't know, it was a little bit lighter of a song, I guess. Whereas this one,
this one was just fuck you in the face, like holy shit.
It's very like I really like as far as the guitar work in it.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I got a bit more of like a Decapitated vibe from this, like a I don't know, like I guess more so like their later stuff, like, you know, Carnival's Forever, kind of like anti-cult kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from, and like even more of the I guess Fear Factory. Those are like the two bands I keep going back to, but that's like that, and like I don't know, a lot of the vocals kind of have that sort of, you know, like Max Cavalera like bark,
kind of, yeah,
a real like, you know,
raw,
in the like in your teeth kind of stuff, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm a fan of it.
I'm a huge fan of it, and
I wish I had a little more to say, and I wish I had more of like I guess more of a feel for like where that song is like against the rest of the tracks on it.
Yeah, I want to hear the rest of the album really bad now. Yeah.
To me, like the two songs that we listened to were pretty different, but they had their things that, you know, kind of like that made their sound what it is and stuff. But there's like, I mean, it's 11 songs, so that's what, 9 left.
9 left, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like they have a pretty like open sound. Like it seems like they don't really try to like pigeonhole themselves into like a specific style, because it's very like there were points of that were just like straight Slayer to me, like that solo in it, especially the last track, like just the guitar work in it.
And that's what we've been saying, and that's what I mean by blending the sounds. Like that's what we've been saying for a bunch of episodes now. Is it's like the new bands that are coming out now, not like these guys have been around since 2004, but still, like they are clearly taking all of the sounds of all of their influences and blending them to make it something familiar but new. Like, I love that. And you know, we talk a lot about, we love our Norwegian black metal. We love our Swedish melodic death metal, you know, absolutely adore it. But dude, we might have to come up, maybe it's Brazilian groove metal, because that is like two of my favorite things in metal is groove and gallop. And the bands coming out of South America right now are not afraid of either of them. It seems like a lot of people leave behind the groove and the gallop, They're like,
Mm.
oh, this, you know, they have some kind of way of thinking about it that I don't even know. And
I mean, there's been ways that different bands have implemented it, but I guess it
well,
depends on like the
but
style because I could see that in like the newer a lot of the newer style. It's very like speed related. It's very like
yeah, and consider
you know
Flight 666. How many fucking bands in South America would list Iron Maiden as their number one influence? And what does Iron Maiden do best? The gallop.
the fucking
So,
yeah. It's their
you know,
statement. Like it's yeah.
yeah. So they haven't done it in 20 years, but you know, uh that's so I get it. And Iron Maiden's one of, if not my favorite bands. So it's I love these two tracks. I am buying this album tonight. All of you should too. And this band's outstanding. This band is absolutely outstanding off what I just heard, and I can't wait to hear a lot more. And shout out if you guys see this, shout out to Hugh. Oh man, we can never thank you enough for reaching out and wanting us to talk about your music. It means the world to us. You guys are fucking phenomenal. And if you ever have anything else you want to send us or anything at all, if you want to be on the show, whatever, like we would love any of it. So you guys fucking rule.
What I'm something that I've definitely taken quite a bit of notice to, especially over the last couple, like, you know, either Dark Reflections episodes or just the newer bands that we're talking to. Because a lot of them are like are fairly newer, like we said, or have been around for a while and are just now kind of starting to get that little bit of like attention and a little bit of like, you know, boost, whether it be for you know various amount of reasons. But the thing I love is that they've all done their own thing. Like they've all been very different, but it's always been something that like I've enjoyed hearing. And that's the thing that like if you know if we ever get something that's like, oh well, it's a little different than what we did before, it's like let's like it almost like forces me out of like just wanting to hear just death metal. It's just like, you know, because it's that fresh like new sound, like it's that new take on like what, you know, what's kind of happening and stuff. And sometimes I feel like there's like when you look at it from the outside, it's like, oh, there's not really all that much like, you know, newer stuff happening, or like there's not really like any newer bands that are like doing like a different style, which is, I mean, yes and no, but there's also that side of it where it's like, you know, there's bands that are just doing what they're good at, and that's what I'm kind of living for as far as like, you know, bands that have sent us like all these songs or whatever, like whether or not it's something that like grabs me instantly or not, like the fact that it's all kind of different and it's all like everybody's trying to do something a little bit different and kind of stylize it is like, I don't know. It's been really cool to hear because
the scene is
you don't get
growing
that all
and
the time.
evolving.
Yeah.
It's growing and evolving, and it's exciting to in a sense, you know, in our position to kind of in a sense be on like a bit of a precipice of that, because we have access to a lot of these newer bands, and they are many of them that we've already talked to or have plans to talk to in the future. Dude, like I don't see any fucking way these bands don't break big. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're so fucking good. They blow my mind. So yeah, it is very exciting. It is very exciting. And it means the absolute world to us two metalheads that other metal bands out there want to send us and want us to talk about their music, because we cannot get enough of it. So we fucking love it. We fucking love you all. You ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah, man.
All right, everyone. That was two tracks from Skin Culture. New album came out last year, The Lazarus Eclipse. Be sure to pick that up. That's the two tracks you just heard are off that album. There's it's kind of hard to see. It is a sick cover. It's a super dope cover. But are you still trying to pull it up?
I can, yeah. It's not
It's
really
it's
easy.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
People look at the fuck up. In fact, I will link. I couldn't find a website for them, but I will link at the very least their Facebook page in the description below. And yeah, that's going to be about it for this episode of Dark Reflections. I hope you all enjoyed these two tracks as much as we did. And thank you so much again to Skin Culture for making this badass fucking incredible. The Mad Notes. You guys make the Mad Notes.
The Mad Notes.
And we can't get enough of it. I'm going to check out the rest of this album tonight. And I think everybody else should too that's watching this right now. Thank you guys again so much for sending that over to us. It means the world. You guys fucking rule. And thank you everyone for watching this episode of Dark Reflections. It means the world to us. You guys are the fucking best. You are the beautiful people. You are the beautiful people. The Crypt Crew! Thank you. But as always, we got a lot coming. But until next time, my friends, raise your fucking horns and bang your goddamn heads, because we love you all to death. Good night.